Hello, loved ones. Greetings. So, it's Mukesh again. Um, Today, I'm gonna continue about the food topic. I think this is the fifth video, part five. So let's dive into it. We'll see what are the remaining few tips regarding the food. Then we'll continue on this. Okay. So yes, when we eat food, we should not skip night food. So night you should not sleep hungry, so that would cause a lot of problems in your body. So do not skip meal at night, because in modern days people are concentrating on breakfast and lunch, then night they go for soup, or sometimes they fast at night. So we should not do that. So night is the major food we should not skip. That's the main thing. Then we can skip breakfast actually. If you wish to skip any meal in a day, that can be a breakfast, not the night meal. Night you should eat. We can skip breakfast. That is allowed, that is okay, and that will not create any issues. But night we should eat. Then night meal, try to finish it before 9. Maybe 8, 7 to 8, 9. You can finish it early as possible, then go for sleep. Okay. Then do not eat at midnight. Those kind of midnight meals, it would create a lot of complications in your vata pitta kapha. That will create a lot of hormonal changes in your body. So try to avoid night meal. I know, like, some people they work at night shifts. That is a issue, mm, but truth is the truth, right? So try to avoid eating at midnight, so that would be great. Then regarding drinking the water, when you drink the water you should eat after 1 hour, and also after you eat you should wait a hour to drink water. So because we need to let the food digest properly, then you drink the water. So while taking the meal, before and after, just give 1 hour. Once you drink a water, just wait for an hour to eat. Then after you eat, just wait for an hour, so that you can drink a water. Then between the meals, like a breakfast, lunch and dinner, when you have a snack, if any solid food is considered, a body would consider it as a food. So for the first meal and the second meal, you should give a duration of 3.5 hours or 4 hours, depends upon your metabolism. Mostly 3 to 4 hours. But in between, if you have any snacks, any solid foods, that would also considered as a meal. So once you take a meal, already digesting food whichever you have had before, that would stop, and immediately it goes to digest the food which you put inside right now. So the digestion process will stop. Then those food, when you continue this kind of process, then those kind of food become contaminated, then it will create a lot of problems in our body. So if you're taking 3 meals in a day, in between you can take a liquid stuff like tea, coffee, any juice, those kind of stuff is fine, liquid is fine. But if you take any other solid snack or something like that, it would create a problem. So if you plan to eat a snack or something like that, just put it with your meal, either with the breakfast or with the lunch, or with the dinner. Do not eat separately, so that it would stop the digestion which you have ate already. So keep that in mind. And um, then yogurt and spinach, those things you should not eat after dark. Okay, try to have it in lunch or breakfast. That would be the good practice. Then one more thing, sweets. I know in the Western culture and even all over the world, uh, sweets, we have desserts at end of the meal. But the good practice is, you should have the sweets before you, in the beginning you need to have the sweets, then go for your meal. Because what happens when you eat the sweet, and sweet taste and your digestive intestine is directly connected. So once you have the sweet, immediately your intestine start functioning. So when you eat the food, the digestion would happen immediately, and it will goes to the blood. So try to eat sweet in the beginning of the meal, not at the end. So this is a simple tip you can follow. Then one more thing, um, before sunset, like 1.5 before, you should not eat that time. There are I'm not sure about what is the condition, because um, that is the time in yogic practices you should not eat. Because whatever you eat at that time, even try to avoid drink anything before 1.5 hours before sunset. Means before sunset 1.5 hours, you try to avoid food or drink, because that would create a problem in our body. So these are the teachings which I have learned from my guru. These are simple tips, but try to follow and experience it. You don't have to believe me straight away whatever I'm saying. Just try to follow that and see if it resonates with you, then follow. Let me just summarize everything. Then maybe in the next video I'll try to explain about how our organs in the body, then taste is connected. I'll try to explain that in the next video. So in this video we have seen, we should not skip the night meal. We can skip the breakfast, then drinking water, once you have a meal, 1 hour before and after, you should not drink water for a proper digestion. Then if you have a meal, try to keep your snack inside the meal, not as a separate thing. Because for each meal you have, it takes 3 to 4 hours for digestion. So if you take any solid food in between, that would stop the digestion process which you have already ate. So it immediately goes for the food which you put inside. Even a small piece of a solid food, anything, it will stop the digestion whichever you had before. So try to avoid that. Then you can drink liquid foods like coffee, tea, any cold drinks or something, like any soft drinks if you feel like. Then the liquid food is fine, it doesn't bother. But if you go for solid food, keep that in mind. Okay. Then after 9, at night, 9 p.m., try not to eat anything. Try to finish your dinner before 7 8, maximum it's 9. So try not to eat after that. Then midnight meal, it's not a good practice. It will create a lot of vata pitta kapha in your body. Then spinach and yogurt, you should not eat after dark. So then sweets, try to eat in the beginning. Then before sunset, 1.5 hours, try to not eat anything or drink anything. So yeah, that's it. I'll try to put this in blog as well. You can go to the description, you can see there. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.